Hi, this is a tutorial on the statistical process called meta-analysis. Meta-analysis is the process of analyzing data from multiple experiments together. When multiple experiments are combined, meta-analysis utilizes the power of replication. Remember, replication is an important component of experimental design. Replication really what you're doing with that is you just want to replicate the experimental conditions often enough to ensure that there are an adequate number of observations for each experimental condition. So just replicating those conditions enough so that you do have sufficient results. So let's take a look at an example of meta-analysis. This is a fictitious example, but meaningful, I think. So, do individuals who wear sunscreen have fewer cases of melanoma than those that do not wear sunscreen? A Medline search, Medline is a medical literature search tool, which is not fictitious. So a Medline search was conducted using the terms melanoma, sunscreening agents, and zinc oxide, resulting in 8 randomized control studies, each with between 100 and 120 subjects. All of the studies showed a positive effect between wearing sunscreen and reducing the likelihood of melanoma. The subjects from 8 studies, a total of 860 subjects, were pooled and statistically analyzed to determine the effect of the relationship between wearing sunscreen and melanoma. This meta-analysis showed a 50% reduction in melanoma diagnoses among sunscreen wearers. So really, when you're doing meta-analysis, you're not really producing any of your own data. You're taking a bunch of studies and combining them. So in this case, we had the 8 studies. Each of them, had about 100 to 120 subjects. So each of those have a pretty sufficient sample size. But where meta-analysis becomes so powerful is that instead of just 100 to 120 subjects in one study, if we combine all 8 of them, they were able to get 860 subjects. So meta-analysis really makes all of these individual studies into one big study, and they were able to get some pretty definitive results here, so that they were able to show a 50% reduction in melanoma among sunscreen wearers. So again, meta-analysis is combining multiple experiments, utilizing that power of replication to try to get definitive statistical results. So that is a tutorial on meta-analysis. Thanks for watching.